Hey everyone, welcome back to Next Level Channel. Today we're diving into something fascinating, how ancient military strategies can help you crush it in the business world. Specifically, we're looking at Sun Tzu's Art of War Chapter 3, Attack by Stratagem. You might be thinking, what does a 2,500-year-old text have to do with my startup or corporate job? Well, stick around, because these timeless principles are going to blow your mind. Chapter 3 of the Art of War is all about winning through intelligence, planning, and psychological tactics, rather than brute force. In war, that means outsmarting your enemy. In business, it means outmaneuvering your competitors. Let's break down the 6 key lessons and see how they apply today. If you have not watched Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, please watch my previous videos. Friends, quick tip to really absorb this video's lessons into your deep memory and turn them into action. Watch it at least 3 times. Repetition is key, and with more practice, you'll build the tools and strategies you need to succeed in your business. So, let's get started. First up, know yourself and your enemy. This principle is timeless and applies to various aspects of life, from ancient warfare to modern business strategies. Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." This wisdom emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and understanding your adversaries. In military terms, this means understanding your army's strengths and weaknesses, as well as those of your opponent. Knowing the terrain, the morale of your troops, and the capabilities of your enemy can be the difference between victory and defeat. That way, you can choose your battles wisely, exploit their vulnerabilities, and avoid situations where you're at a disadvantage. This strategic approach ensures that you are always in a position of strength. In business, this is like conducting a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By identifying these factors, companies can make informed decisions and develop strategies that leverage their strengths while mitigating their weaknesses. Companies need to evaluate their internal capabilities, like financial resources, workforce skills, and brand reputation, while also researching competitors' strategies, market positions, and potential weaknesses. This comprehensive understanding allows businesses to navigate the competitive landscape effectively. For instance, a tech firm might leverage its superior R&D team to outpace a rival with weaker innovation, ensuring decisions are data-driven and risks are minimized. By continuously assessing both internal and external factors, companies can stay ahead of the curve and maintain a competitive edge in their industry. Let's look at a real-world example: Apple versus Samsung. Apple leveraged its design expertise to position itself as a premium brand, knowing its strength lies in user experience. Meanwhile, they understood Samsung's advantage in manufacturing and avoided competing solely on price, focusing instead on what sets them apart. Next lesson: win without fighting. Sun Tzu believed the pinnacle of success is defeating the enemy without engaging in combat. In war, this means undermining the opponent's plans or morale so thoroughly that they surrender or retreat without a fight, preserving your own forces and resources. In business, this translates to outmaneuvering competitors without resorting to direct resource-intensive conflicts like price wars. You might achieve this through innovation, like launching a groundbreaking product that renders a rival's obsolete, or strategic marketing and partnerships. For example, Netflix won against traditional cable providers by shifting the battlefield to streaming, avoiding a direct fight over cable infrastructure. Another example is Tesla versus traditional automakers. Tesla didn't compete head-to-head in the gas-powered market. Instead, they focused on electric vehicles and built a premium brand around innovation and sustainability. By the time other automakers caught on, Tesla was already leading the charge. Now let's talk about the hierarchy of strategies. This concept is crucial for understanding how to prioritize actions in both warfare and business. Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese military strategist, outlined a priority list for defeating an enemy. His wisdom has transcended time and is still applicable today. First, attack their strategy. Disrupt their plans before they unfold. This means understanding your opponent's intentions and countering them effectively. Second, disrupt their alliances. Weaken their support network. By isolating your opponent, you reduce their strength and resources. Third, engage their army. fight their forces directly if necessary. This is often a more direct and confrontational approach, but sometimes unavoidable. And fourth, besiege their cities. Lay siege as a costly last resort. This method is resource-intensive and should be used only when other strategies have failed. This approach prioritizes efficiency and higher-level disruption over brute force. It's about being smart and strategic rather than just powerful. In business, you can adopt this hierarchy to outmaneuver your competitors and gain a strategic advantage. 1. Disrupt competitors' strategies, like countering a rival's product launch with a preemptive campaign or innovation. This can catch them off guard and give you the upper hand. 2. Break their partnerships. Secure exclusive contracts or incentives that pull key partners away from competitors. This weakens their position and strengthens yours. 3. Compete directly in the market, match or exceed rivals with superior offerings or pricing if subtler tactics fail. This is about showing your strength and capability. And 4. Engage in hostile takeovers or litigation. Pursue aggressive moves only when other options are exhausted. These are high-stakes actions that can have significant consequences. By understanding and applying this hierarchy of strategies, you can navigate complex competitive landscapes more effectively and achieve your business goals. For instance, Google versus Yahoo. Google disrupted Yahoo's dominance in search by improving its algorithm and forming partnerships with websites for AdSense, weakening Yahoo's ad revenue base without an all-out acquisition fight. It's about working smarter, not harder. Next, deception and misdirection. Sun Tzu declared, "All warfare is based on deception." In war, this involves misleading the enemy about your intentions, strengths, or movements, maybe feigning weakness to lure them into a trap or projecting strength to deter an attack. In business, strategic misdirection keeps competitors off balance. This might mean feigning focus on one market while secretly preparing to dominate another, or leaking controlled misinformation about product timelines. Apple's a pro at this. They maintain secrecy around product launches, leaving competitors guessing and unable to prepare effective countermeasures until it's too late. Take Apple's product launches, like when they dropped the AirPods. The surprise factor caught rivals like Samsung off guard, giving Apple a head start. It's not about being dishonest, it's about playing your cards close to the chest. Lesson 5. Careful planning. Sun Tzu stressed that success requires meticulous preparation, anticipating challenges, adapting to shifting circumstances, and maintaining fallback plans. A general who plans thoroughly before battle is far more likely to triumph than one who improvises mid-fight. In business, this is all about strategic planning and risk management. Companies need comprehensive plans, backed by market research and financial projections, while preparing for disruptions like economic shifts or supply chain failures. A manufacturer might diversify suppliers to mitigate risks, much like a general securing multiple supply routes. Look at Walmart's logistics mastery. During the COVID-19 pandemic, their meticulous supply chain planning let them use data-driven inventory management to meet surging demand while rivals scrambled. Planning pays off. Finally, preserve resources. Sun Tzu advocated achieving victory with minimal expenditure, saying supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. This preserves your army's strength and lets you capitalize on the enemy's resources post-victory. In business, this means efficiency and resource conservation. Firms should pursue goals like market expansion or profitability while minimizing costs, maybe through lean operations, outsourcing non-core functions, or prioritizing high-margin products. Acquiring a competitor rather than fighting them can also save capital, like when tech giants buy startups to eliminate threats. Take Uber's expansion strategy. Instead of building a fleet of cars, Uber leveraged drivers' vehicles through its platform model, scaling rapidly worldwide with minimal capital investment. Smart resource use keeps you in the game longer. And there you have it. 6 timeless lessons from Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Chapter 3. Reimagined for the modern business battlefield. These lessons have transcended centuries, proving their worth not just in ancient warfare but in the cutthroat world of modern business. Let's recap Lesson 1. Know yourself and your enemy. This principle emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and understanding your competition. In business, This means conducting thorough market research and internal audits to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Lesson 2. Win without fighting. The best victories are those won without conflict. In the business world, this could mean outmaneuvering competitors through superior strategy, innovation, or customer service rather than direct confrontation. Lesson 3. Hierarchy of strategies. Sun Tzu teaches us to prioritize strategies that align with our ultimate goals. In business, this means having a clear vision and mission, and ensuring that every action taken supports these overarching objectives. Lesson 4. Deception and misdirection. Sometimes the best way to achieve your goals is to keep your competitors guessing. Lesson 5. Careful planning. Every move should be calculated and deliberate. Lesson 6. Preserve resources. Efficient use of resources can be the difference between success and failure. So what's the takeaway? Sun Tzu's Art of War, Chapter 3, gives us a strategic framework that's just as powerful in today's business world as it was on ancient battlefields. These principles are not just theoretical, they are practical tools that can be applied to everyday business challenges. By mastering self-awareness, prioritizing indirect competition, leveraging deception, planning diligently, and conserving resources, you can navigate any competitive landscape with finesse. These strategies can help you stay ahead of the curve, anticipate market changes, and make informed decisions. These lessons aren't just for CEOs, they're for anyone looking to get ahead. Whether you're a startup founder, a mid-level manager, or an entry-level employee, these strategies can help you achieve your goals and advance your career. So, next time you're facing a tough business decision, channel your inner Sun Tzu and strategize your way to victory. Remember, the key to success is not just hard work, but smart work. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more insights, and let me know in the comments which strategy you think is most powerful. Your feedback helps us create better content for you. See you next time. Stay strategic and keep winning.